Of course, and I mean, this is something that you look at as well because
Right.
you have to be able to pick up properties and make sure that it's profitable. So
Yeah.
in this market, you're still buying properties like crazy. Like, what are you seeing?
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot harder getting properties these days. A lot less. It's very competitive out there. A lot more investors are doing exactly the same. I think we've been successful just by all the relationships we have with different agents and different people, and we take good care of people. So.
I mean, it's one of those things that I get on calls every day, and you start seeing all these reports come out, and we're still short, like you said, on inventory, and we just got builder sentiment, and they stopped building at the same progress that they were doing. So that's also going to kick back into the resale market because if the builders aren't building, there's nowhere for most people to go. So
Right.
as far as timing wise, I mean, we're seeing charts that are still saying that we're still going to see about 7% appreciation. Just last month, they said it was 0.7% on a month-to-month basis. If you multiply that times 12, that's 8% annualized. So that, with getting people off the fence, I know we have a bunch of software that we can use that's cost of waiting. So you want to show somebody what happens to values, even with rates the way they are, have them get in the house now. And then the whole idea, obviously, is to refinance. But there's charts that we have access to that'll show somebody in writing what that looks like because they want to see it, not necessarily you telling them, because if you tell them something without showing, not that they don't believe it, but they just don't picture it the way that we want to show them. So reach out to us. I know we have my team here, Clarissa, Steven, and Daniela just show up. We can give you guys charts of cost to waiting in the long run. So thanks.
Absolutely.
So with Phil, you're already a veteran in the game, in the flip game, and I mean, you're obviously way towering over a bunch of people already. But let's say somebody's getting into the game and they consider themselves an investor.
Right.
What mistakes do you see the young people, not young people, but the new investors coming into your
They really just have to see what the ARV on the property is, see what the rehab cost is. I feel like a lot of new people kind of overpay for the properties, and they might find themselves actually losing money. It's happened to me too. There's been many times I've lost, money. Last fall didn't do too well because the market took a hit really quick. But
what is ARV?
after rehab value?
A lot of people don't know that.
There you go. After rehab value. But yeah, so
I mean, obviously, good.
yeah, just through connections, and when I find a good crew, I take good care of them. I pay them really well, and I communicate with them every day, and actually kind of helped in their wealth as well. So they're all,
you check that they're all licensed.
yeah, right,
That could be a problem.
right. Well, unfortunately, not always this case, but there's a lot of good guys out there.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's all about taking care of people.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think like in your type of profession, you hear about all these kids or people that are saying, "Hey, I'm an investor, flipper," but you're right. I mean,
Don't make those rookie mistakes sometimes.
yeah, I mean,
unfortunately.
obviously, sometimes you hear about these stories where they're having to sell the property and they're losing money, come out of pocket, and they do that a few times and they're out of business.
Unfortunately. So, yeah, but just know where you have to be and know where you're getting it for. And I'm not one of those investors where I have to make a certain number. I mean, every property is different. So,
And I
have to be
mean,
creative.
for those of you that don't want to get into that spectrum that he does, but do come across distressed properties, what would you recommend, or what would you let them know to come reach out to you? And
Please reach out. Yeah. If you want to get involved with it as well, we can do that too.
Cool.
So, kind of show you the way.
Same.
Yeah, same. Pretty much open houses, technology, and does everybody here belong to Southland Regional as well?
for the most part,
That's good. Yeah, that definitely helps.
but you're starting to see a lot
Both
more
boards.
people from the Valley, San Fernando Valley
All
area
your
come
buyers
up
from the
here.
Valley, so you definitely
So-
want to market it down there really well.
And that's kind of what I was going to say too. When you're posting for open houses, post them in the Valley, because those are the people that are driving up here and are buying up here. Because for them, a $500,000 house is still cheap because their rent's like $3,500 down below, or their landlord's selling the house because they live in San Fernando and it's $800,000 house,
If we can all afford to put up billboards down there for up here, wow.
right?